Today it's finally the day of my 27K training run. And why is that exciting to me? Because it gets me running to a different area. I made a loop for myself years ago that I love to run, but I only get to run it when I'm training for a marathon and I'm running these distances. The last marathon training, I didn't even get up to that distance, so I didn't get to run there. I think the last time I ran that way was for my Dopey Challenge in 2020. So that was 2019 then when I was training for that. So it's been a while and I'm very excited to be running that way. And I'm taking you along with me today. Alright, so the run starts in an area where I normally go to in the Broekpolder, but normally I go left here to go into the area where I do my regular runs, my fartlek runs. It's the green area that you see in a lot of my videos, but this time I'm gonna cross right, go over the bridge and go towards Schipluiden. So yeah, this is where we split up and where the excitement begins. All right, I'm actually on the road right now. That takes me to Schipluiden, which is a road that I never run on except when I run this distance. So yeah, let's make our way past those cows, through the farmland, on the way to Schipluiden. All right, I'm entering the Kapel right now, which is very, very tiny. It is so tiny indeed that here, somewhere there, you can see where the city limits end already, or city limits. It's not even a city. What is this? A little tiny village. I think they have about 10 houses here or something. All right, entering Schipluiden right now. Right now it's all still farmland, but getting close to the really small village of Schipluiden. All right, I'm in Schipluiden right now. It's a very small town, but it's very beautiful. It's very nice. And they have this canal going right through it with all the boats, especially in the summertime. It gets very beautiful here. All right, so I started a little bit late on my run and the sun has gone down, so it's getting a little bit darker. I just went through Schipluiden though, and now circling back, I came from there, all the way back there. I'm not sure if you can see it, the tree line back there. That's the Broekpolder, where I normally run. We're going all the way around though, and going through Maasland, past Maasluis, to make our way back to Vlaardingen. It has been raining all day, and the forecast was that it was going to rain in the morning, then all afternoon, and after that it'd be dry. So when it actually kept raining all day, I thought, oh no, I'm going to be running in the rain today. But it actually turns out to be very nice tonight. Now this 27K loop that I'm running is a bit of a milestone, and it's because normally in my training this is the longest distance I run. The 30K is the longest distance, but the 27 I would run maybe a little bit more than once. This time around I'm scheduling a couple of 30K runs in, which I normally don't do, but since I'm training for 2 marathons, I wanted to be better prepared and run 30K a couple of times in my schedule. So the 27K is actually a lot earlier in my schedule than it normally is, because I still have 9 weeks ago. So yeah, normally this would be closer to the end of my training. Now I still feel like I'm at the beginning of my training, and I'm already running that 27K loop. So yeah, feeling good about that. Now, of course, I've been careful coming up to this distance, and I was already running a marathon. I just ran the Copenhagen Marathon, so I'd been training for that, and then I try to build up from, I think, 17K, working my way up to 27 now. So even though it is early in my training, I have been training a lot longer already because I trained for a marathon and I came off of that. But still, I feel excited to be running this distance, excited to be running this beautiful course, the area that I run through, and excited to be able to look forward to getting to run longer distances because I'm on track with my training and I'm feeling good about that. My fartlek runs are going well, my long distance runs are going well. My shorter runs, I still have been skipping kind of, but I feel I'm on track for my training, and I feel positive that I can get to that longer distance and get more comfortable running a longer distance than normal. And with that, hopefully being better prepared to run 2 marathons in 1 month. When I'm training for a race myself, I find it handy to actually work up my way to a certain distance, which is shorter than the distance that I have to run for the race, but make that kind of a comfortable distance. You don't have to be really comfortable running it, but you have to get used to running that distance. So for a 10K, that might be 7K, 8K. For a half marathon, that could be 17, 18K. For the full marathon, for me that would be the 27K. That made me work my way to running a 30K once. But a shorter distance than a distance that you have to run. But to give you that feeling that for race day, you don't have to run that much more than what you're used to already. For me, that really helps. It really makes you more confident, makes you ready to tackle your race because your body's ready for it and your mind is ready for it because you know, hey, I can run that 17K or I can run that 27K. So after that, I'll just push through and get to that finish line because I know I can get to that 27K and the rest, I can do that too. So yeah, maybe that can help you out for your training as well. Try and reach a certain distance that you think is close enough to your goal that once you're comfortable running that, hey, after that, it's a piece of cake to run the rest. Okay, I'm getting into Maasland right now. It is getting pretty dark though. I'm still in the farmland before getting into Maasland. And there's actually some cool stuff to see there. There's some windmills, an old church. But it's getting pretty dark and I don't think it's going to be able to show on video. So I'm going to have to save that for a different video. I'm going to have to go out during the day or start running a little earlier. I got out a little late today. Still hope you enjoyed this part of the course and some of the information that I gave you. Now until next time, get out there and run.